Just a Palo Santo, but let's go. So,
Okay.
people, welcome, Winning Generations. One love, one world, one love, one humanity, or one love, one world, one humanity. However you want to frame it, we are one, and we are fucking on it. You're born ready, and there's no excuse for anything different. Because every child comes here perfect. Every child comes here full and complete and whole. And what we adapted along the line throughout our lives, we can let go of now. So, yeah, I think it's just about time for us to come together and share. Share love, truth, wisdom. And wisdom comes through experience. Wisdom is more than knowledge because wisdom is truth, and knowledge is part of truth. So, Mr. Burnley,
Yes.
I want to call upon you. What do you have to say?
Oh, okay. It's been a really interesting day, night, and we all come into the world to create something, to become something. We never know what it's going to be, and we never know how it's going to turn out. And we might look at our world now, and it looks really confusing in many different places, depending on where we might live, and especially here in the U.S. But it's happening everywhere we can see it. And that is a consciousness that we each have and that we each carry. But we've been carrying it for a long time, meaning we've always existed in consciousness, each of us. But we have things that we didn't like about ourselves. I'm talking about in the past, and that's our past of us and our past of our ancestors, our relatives, whoever it might have been. And so then we go through a period where we decide that we're going to move beyond those things, which happens in our consciousness always. And it's going to be different for each of us depending on, who we are, what our heritage might have been. But there are times where in the world it seems more concentrated, and that's what we're in right now. But that's also due to the energetic changes, the galactic changes, planetary changes that we are moving through, and we come to understand that as we live. And so that's what started coming through yesterday, which was so because I've hidden a lot of this for the longest time, and also because I didn't know. And that's the
Why
other
did
thing,
you why have you done that?
because it wasn't time. There's timing in our lives as well,
Okay.
um
But what do
in,
you tell them people when I say you're always ready? Why haven't you been like doing it?
because it wouldn't have energetically, there's a coordination of the universe. We
Mm-hmm.
each come in at different times, and we have our own evolutionary paths that we're following, but it coincides with what's going on in the world. And it comes about at a different time. So I had to live my entire life going through all kinds of horrible, crazy things so that I could bring something to the world so other people won't have to do that, which is called evolution. And that is where we are right now. And the way that this came through was so surprising because I sat down and I just did a 14-minute, I don't know, 12-minute channeling session yesterday. I just felt compelled to do it. And I said, and Wilhelm says, we have given you everything. And I left and I went out for a walk, and someone sends me a text message and said, wow, that was really great. It really helped me. I said, great, I'll have to go listen to it. 'Cause
Give me give me like if you can go on your phone and look for something that's talking about divine timing, I would love for you to read something about that. In the time that you're looking for that,
oh, yeah. Okay.
Anja, Anja, what's present for you right now?
Okay, what has been present for me the whole day today? To just be and not judge. To I actually I accepted a challenge. I challenged myself, and I was like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna be. I don't know, maybe one day, 2 day, however it's gonna be, but every single day, whatever I face, I'm not going to judge that it's bad or good. So I'm just gonna be. And whatever I see, whatever I feel, whatever I witness, whatever I observe, I will try not to say, "Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's good,"
Right.
and I'll see how that goes. But like so far, so good, and it's really challenging because we have been programmed to put a meaning to every word,
Mhm.
to attach a meaning to every situation. We have been programmed to do that, so it's kind of
Hmm.
unlearning
Mhm.
everything
Yeah.
that we already know and relearning in completely different way, which is basically our essence. So we are not really becoming anything because we cannot become what we already are. We are just returning to our
Right.
essence and like remove
Yeah,
everything.
I like that. Roger, one moment. One moment, Roger. Give me one moment with Anja to finish
Okay.
up that one. Um, we're in a similar chat, and I think what you're referring to also is a conversation that I've been witnessing in the last day or two, which helped you to just like step back. And it's so powerful. I feel that because it's like, I mean, like people do what they do, people say what they say. Can I change it? No. Can I change the way that I'm responding to it? Yes. And how I'm, and just like, okay, oh, I see it. I know my standpoint. I know where I'm at in all of this. So I don't mind what other people say, do, or whatever. And I kind of know where I'm at in all of this and know this is all I have to know, really. And being neutral, not polarizing myself, is also not creating those ups and downs. And we have a brother here in the chat. Like, I know he is all about those things. Like he's done like 16 hours of meditation. He has a community called Smirror Path on school as well. He says, I like that. The glass for me isn't half full or half empty. It's a cup with different lenses, a tool to see. And this brother, like he's really the Buddha. People
And
call him the Buddha.
guess when he
And
typed
it's
that?
it's so awesome.
What time
What do
that
you
when
say?
he typed that? It came up for me at
Mhm.
11:11.
Talking
Yeah,
about,
it's fascinating.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. We're on it.
Okay, you said you
Hmm.
asked for divine timing, right?
Exactly.
So I just came up with the first thing. I just put that in, first thing that came up, and it says this was from sorry, July 27th, 2025. You may still fear your greatness. You're each born with it, and it is what you uncover. This is what Anja said. What you uncover as you decide to step into the higher version of yourself. It is your journey to authenticity. Once you achieve it, you know you have done so, for you experience peace and love of yourself.
Now there we
Exactly.
go. So simple.
I, and it goes on, but that was enough just to prove what you were
Exactly.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is kind of how I want to bring Wilhelm's messages in from now on forth, because I know like when we have some topics and we have like things like themes like divine timing or so, like I know Wilhelm wrote this like for like a year or so. I kind of read or heard every message of the day. So so I kind of downloaded this information as well, and it's very fascinating because it's very easy if you really look at it. And Stephen says also change the way I respond to it. Like, he quoted the things that I said, and it's really like that. It is responding. We have responsibility in life. And I take responsibility on how I'm responding to life. I'm not reacting anymore because I think something is good or bad. Fuck that. Like there is no good or bad. Like really there's no right or wrong. Like it is what is. It just is. Justice.
It's
Anya had this topic before, like do you want to go dive into justice and just is for just a moment?
yeah, I can mention absolutely. So yeah, a friend of mine, I heard, from him, he said that the whole world, I mean, he was talking about justice, and I was like, what came through for me, it was the whole world is seeking for justice now. justice, like we have to justify, yeah, justice, oh, everything is so unfair, everything is so bad, everything is falling apart. And just imagine what kind of world, what kind of reality can we render together if we just let it be, just is. So things just is, reality just is, whatever it just is. It doesn't have to have a meaning, it doesn't have to have a polarized meaning or characteristic. Yeah, it doesn't have to have, because we can just observe it, and we don't have to either go on this side or this side. We can be here, and this is like the place of inner peace. And this is where I am at the moment.
And it's a process. It's a process that we each move through, and it's a process that our world is moving through as well. And that's the part that we must that we can come to understand, because people are looking at things and being confused and not understanding what's happening. But when we realize that we're always in the process, individually and collectively, of evolving, meaning going to a higher state of consciousness. We're not going to all do that. We're not going to all do it in the same way. But so it becomes our responsibility to know our path and what we're meant to bring forth and where we're meant to go. As long as we're alive, basically. That's what's going on. And because we can say certain things, and people are, especially when
what is being alive? What is being alive, Roger?
While you're in physical form.
What's that?
While you're in physical
form. What does it? How is it like? How showing up like to be alive? Like, because why do I ask this question? Is for only one reason.
Mm-hmm.
Many humans on this earth walk around like zombies and not really looking alive. So they kind of say they are, but I don't know. It's like The Walking Dead sometimes.
No, but that's what
it might be a little harsh to say this way, guys, but
that's what you have
alive.
That's what you're going to help them with, and you have a different understanding. You see, you came into the earth this time with a different awareness, and so that's the part that's the role that you're playing now, and that's what you can help others to come to understand that. So that's why that's why you see them. That's why you see them looking like not quite alive.
Yeah, Steven is yeah. Do you Anja, you first. Go.
Yeah, I just like another perspective, which is like really, really strong for me now. And I'm, I have a friend that he's reminded me constantly about this. It's whatever we see outside, it's within us.
Yeah.
It's whatever we see, everything, every little thing, what we see outside, it's within us. And there are two, this is so mind-blowing.
You will never see anything else.
Exactly. And it was so mind-blowing for me, because we always said, oh, okay, so that means, that there is a part of us that needs to be loved. Yeah. For example, like if you see, oh, that's bad, like he's horrible, or he's a liar. That means that a part of us, is also a liar, and we haven't really accepted it. So like we have to love it. But there's another perspective as well, another layer of it. Another layer is that if you are obsessed with being honest, obsessed with being, only speaking truth and everything, that's also polarity, because this creates this one, So it's like, it's the same coin, but different sides, which was mind-blowing for me, because I was always focusing on first thing, like, okay, there's a part of me, that maybe, needs some nurturing. But it's not only that, it can be also what is creating this reality, also my obsession with being good, with expecting from everybody
being
to be
right, and being the
honest.
being the awakened one.
Exactly. And we should stop. I'm gonna stop doing that. Like, I'm trying to be neutral. I'm really trying not to.
Love that. Yeah. I mean, like, it's just what Steven says here as well. Like, the first line in chapter 1 of his book, like the world isn't confusing. It is only the people who are confused. So it's basically that, because like the moment that we think we got it, and the moment that we think we have figured it out and think others don't,
Yeah.
or even not if we think that others don't, but if we try to, even like, I know this, I may feel preachy for some people, but it's not because I try to preach.
Mhm.
It is just I can't help but it comes out of me sometimes, But I also have been at the stage, and I totally resonate with Anja there. When we first like come out of this shell of the ego, then we stop kind of hiding, and we come out like we want to maybe prove it ourselves so much that we somehow try to prove it to the world.
That we are so
And
good, that we are so,
mhm.
like enlightened.
And others don't understand us. Like I had the story in my head as well, like that I kind of had this. Um, I'm not sure what the what. Please continue with the sentence, darling. Um, I told myself many times, like, or like unconsciously, that people don't understand me.
Mhm.
Roger knows what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And it's bullshit
It is. It is
because
because you created exactly
I
that.
was judging myself. I was judging myself. And I was insecure within myself of speaking up about the things that are present for me. So I projected my own fear onto other people. So my ego did this, and it's like, well, like, where do we start? Where do we end? Like, I think we all start in the now and end in the now. And the now is neutral.
We all have different roles. Okay, we have different times that we come in to fulfill those roles. And for me, sitting and keeping most of my work completely hidden for more than 20 some years and just living it and going through it because it needed to be developed that way so that it would be a guide, a pathway for others. That was the path that I chose before I got here. But now it's also understanding that it's being activated at this time, which is happening for so many, and in just in different ways. So we each fulfill that purpose when we can own our individual path, whatever that might have been. Keep understanding that is ongoing, and that we're activating it now, and understanding that this particular period that we're in our on our planet is causing more of us to do that in a greater way, actually. I can.
Um, the person that is
Mm.
Catherine, I ask you to just ask the question openly. I think we're open to discuss this, and we try to answer the question as good as we can.
Oh yeah.
Here's some love to you, Roger. Roger will have much love. Always keep on going on helping people become their most authentic self. You're one of a kind brother, Roger.
Thank you.
Love to you. Yeah, and Stephen also is on the go. Guys, we're so grateful to have you here. I was super excited over a decade ago that I wanted to preach meditation to the world. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like we come out and it's the polarity because we were holding back so much and now we jump back to the front, but we have to recalibrate. And this is also what Stephen's work is about. I can highly recommend people join us on school, Stephen's community, the Mirror Path, Anya, the beautiful
Um,
badass souls, and yeah, Silent Power Collective
Catherine.
is my one. I will share the links in the comments so you can join us all.
Catherine. I want to speak to that. She's about Nostradamus and Gene Dixon and all of that. Some of us will come to understand that there's a connection energetically to our information and timing of the universe and all of that. And Nostradamus was one of those, and he could predict things in a particular way. Gene Dixon in another way. But as we live as humans, we start to understand there's an interconnection of all things, and it's energy. We will just interpret it in different ways. Many times people didn't understand astrology or things like that. And so that's what I was talking about and coming to yesterday when I realized that I was downloading information that was energetically aligned with the actual dates of things that were occurring in the world. And they and
Mm.
I went and I said, wait a minute, was it 2008, 2012, 2020, I mean 2020 and 2024, and they were aligned in terms of information that was coming through that would explain this exact period in our world now. And so it's something I'm still becoming comfortable with, but that's what I'm going to start putting out as well and explain it. When we can understand that we're moving through energetic changes within us and the world, we deal with things a little bit better.
So, Roger, let me know what's the prediction that she talks about. I haven't heard of that before.
The great change that we're moving through in the world, which is what we're all experiencing. There are certain periods where most people thought of 2012, for instance. That was the time because the Mayan calendar had ended, and many people thought the world was going to end because of that. But no, we were just moving into another elevation of consciousness, and that's collective consciousness, meaning all of us. But we won't all do that in the same way or at the same time, and many people won't understand that or believe it has any meaning. But as humans, we keep developing different gifts and skills and understanding that can help us live better lives and create a better planet. And so 2026 was seen as one of those years that a big shift was happening. And we're witnessing it, especially in the United States. We're seeing things come up, but it's for the purpose of renewal. It's for the purpose of creating something greater and better within us and the world. It just looks a little different at times.
She says, "I feel as if I'm supposed to be a part of this universal overhaul, but I'm not
Yes.
sure how I would go about it." Yeah, what I can say to this is like the how is not really important.
Yeah, just
Um,
that, what
just
she said.
decide, just
Be
decide,
here.
just decide that you exactly be it,
Yeah,
and just about to take one step after another. If you don't know the how, just stop thinking about the how and just start doing the thing that's right in front of you, whatever that is. And yeah, we dropped some links here. Um,
just
my
acknowledging
community
it
is
with
for free.
part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silent Power Collective is a community where you find love, support, and really lots of loving beings that are into all those types of things. So just keep joining and join the
Yeah.
collective if you feel the vibe. Anya's beautiful community also, it's for paid, but if you have a few bucks left, it's worth it to join there too. And yeah, Roger is on either one of those communities, I think also accessible to you. So if you have the feeling to join us, just go for it. Exactly. So Stephen says here, oh, I was talking with Jarne about the World Awakening with a Fury this year, and that's what we're seeing. Spot on, Roger. So yeah, basically Stephen and I talked about this in a private conversation that we had just the other day, which I just talked about the collective awakening, I think, was it?
Mm.
So I was about to sleep, but I'm here for this. Awesome, bro. I mean, here we go. Here we go. It's just an authentic conversation. We see what's going to happen next. We also say like this is not a podcast, it's a living conversation, It's really like that. We keep on going. I already have some more people lining up. We have some amazing women coming on same time on Wednesday. Also from Slovenia. I have two other powerful women coming in as well. Stacy and Ro will join us very soon. It's just like about time. And Stephen, you're more than welcome to join us for a live conversation. We're always happy to have you in the chat though as well.
Also, there's an energetic shift happening today. If people are feeling that, and there might be why they're feeling moved, why they want to speak their truth or own it a bit more. So they are being motivated. So acknowledge yourself that you're
Mhm.
feeling that, which is why you kind of showed up.
Yeah, it's just important that we have those types of conversations and that we come together because who in this world started coming to this planet and started speaking up from get-go? We may have seen that things were off. Every child sees that things are off. Like there's no, I don't doubt that at all. But it's not easy growing up in a society where we're just, yeah, not most of us. Some children come to this earth already blessed with all of that. But yeah, I mean, it's just about time now to come together. We are building communities.
Yeah.
We are about to really merge because we are one organism, and instead of taking from other organisms, like we are single organisms within an entire organism. So individualized organisms within this entire whole. And what we've been doing for thousands of years, we've been eating each other rather than nurturing each other. So let's nurture each other, let's connect, let's share, and stop being so jealous and fucking dishonoring ourselves. It just stop do that, guys. Um, we have someone joining on LinkedIn. This is a long one. I follow the universal flow. So it allows me to use the surfboard on of life, which allows me to understand every day. Today is better than yesterday, but not as good as tomorrow. As
That's
the
good.
waves of the outside are irrelevant to my inner joy and bliss. Brother,
Hmm.
yes. When I take my first breath every day, I am grateful. So the rest of the day, of the day, I think, is a bonus.
The bonus,
Much
right?
love to you all. Be kind to yourself, so your mirror reflects it back to you every day. And this is it.
That's
You
good.
see, we talked about this in this conversation. You see in the outside just what is inside. Anja
Mhm.
talked about it. You know, we have the mirror path in here. You know, Stephen joining us in this conversation, his community mirror path. I dropped the link in the chat as well. And now this comes in, this message. I just bring it back up for one more time.
Mhm.
By the
So
way,
be
I know Mark, so I would really encourage you to connect to Mark. Hi, Mark. Nice to
Mhm.
see you here. Absolutely amazing soul. So,
I
um,
see his aura. It's awesome. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
he's
Mark, we
beautiful
connect.
soul.
I'm also on LinkedIn. I'm not active there. I just have it to, I don't know, yeah, to connect. But yeah, feel free to connect. I'd love to get to know you. If Anja says this, I trust. And yeah, mirror. You know, Steven says mirror. And the world is our mirror. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And yeah, anything else from you guys? Like 27 minutes, pretty spot on.
That's good. No, that's I'll be laying out more of the path. Oh, I'd love for people to visit my blog, anyadvicefortoday.com, because I put up some wonderful stuff today, and you'll
The
get a lot.
link is in the chat.
Yeah.
Easy.
Always, always when I read any advice for today, I see Anya.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes. 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 Uh,
Awesome.
good.
Thanks, guys. So,
Thank you.
always have in mind and heart. What comes now?
Neutral.
One world.
Neutral.
Neutral,
Yeah.
exactly, neutral. And if we want to be neutral, we gotta have in mind that we are one world, one love, one humanity. There's in this game, everything is allowed.
Mhm.
So choose wisely which game you want to play because have reflected back to you exactly what you put out. Exactly. So
And we can play
Roger
together.
spins his
We're so much
finger.
fun.
Roger
That-
spins his finger. There's something coming.
I think that's going to be our topic for next time: love and fear. Love and fear, because that's
Love
when
and
we
fear.
can have a great discussion about that. So
Could be.
False
yeah.
evidence appearing real. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really want to go too much anymore in those shadowy aspects. I'm just done
No,
with
no, no,
it.
no.
To be
This
really,
is
to
this is about
be,
experience. This is just human
no.
experience, and so um, there was um there was a couple of really great books that gave me a lot of understanding about that. But then also, I would receive so many messages that those are our choices, love or fear. But to talk about what that might mean. So anyway, it's just an idea.
Too short, yeah, Stephen, man. Like we try to keep it short and precise, to really have
We're
we
gonna
have
have
lots of
next one.
stuff
Maybe
that we can.
tomorrow,
We have a
Monday.
next one, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Monday, exactly. We are
We'll
on it,
see.
my brother. We are on it. I will keep posting it in Silent Power Collective so you won't
Right.
miss. You eventually already subscribe to the channel now as well. So yeah, guys, Stay
Love
connected. This is all
you.
I can
Thank you
say.
all.
Connect with us. The links are in the chat. Exactly. Love you very much. And stay true to yourself.
Yes.
Peace.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.